When a woman reaches the age of 60, something quiet but powerful begins to shift inside her. It is not loud or dramatic. There is no announcement. It happens gently, like a lake becoming still after years of wind. And in that stillness, she begins to notice a truth that was always there but never fully seen before. Much of what once felt urgent, exhausting, and necessary was never truly essential at all. Life, when lived long enough, has a way of peeling away illusions. It removes the layers of pressure, expectation, and fear, and reveals what truly matters and what no longer deserves your energy. After 60, wisdom is no longer about proving your worth, carrying everyone's burdens, or chasing approval. It becomes about releasing, simplifying, and finally seeing clearly. This clarity opens the door to a lighter, more peaceful way of living, one that many women spend their entire lives searching for. The first thing that no longer matters after 60 is what other people think of you. For decades, many women are conditioned to be pleasing, agreeable, and acceptable. Energy is spent meeting expectations, fitting into roles, and explaining choices. But after 60, something shifts. You realize that the opinions of others are like passing weather. They come and go, but they do not define the sky of who you are. You have lived, you have given, you have sacrificed. You have survived things you never thought you would, and you no longer need permission to be yourself. Freedom arrives quietly the moment you stop explaining your life to people who were never meant to understand it. Your peace becomes more important than their approval. The second thing that loses its power is the need to always be right or have the last word. In earlier years, being right can feel like strength. Winning an argument can feel like control. But with age, you begin to see the true cost. Most arguments drain far more energy than they are worth. Peace becomes more valuable than proving a point. After 60, silence becomes a conscious choice, not a weakness. You learn that not every disagreement deserves your voice, and not every misunderstanding needs to be corrected. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is allowing others to think what they want, while you protect your inner calm. You stop fighting battles that only steal your peace. The third thing that no longer matters is regret over the past. At this stage of life, a woman understands that life was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to be lived. There were wrong turns, missed chances, painful choices, and moments of deep loss. Regret keeps the heart trapped in places that no longer exist. After 60, you begin to see that the past cannot be rewritten, but it can be released. Acceptance does not mean approving of everything that happened. It means freeing yourself from carrying it forward. You choose to live the days you still have with presence, not punishment. You honor the woman you were, knowing she did the best she could with what she knew at the time. The fourth thing that fades away is keeping up appearances. The pressure to impress slowly dissolves. The need for certain clothes, possessions, status, or comparison loses its grip. After 60, a woman understands that none of these things ever carried her true value. Real elegance becomes comfort. True beauty becomes authenticity. Dignity becomes living peacefully in your own skin. You dress for ease, not approval. You live for alignment, not attention. What matters is not how others see you, but how gently you treat yourself. The fifth and most liberating thing that changes after 60 is the fear of being alone. What once felt like loneliness begins to feel like space. Solitude becomes restoration, not emptiness. You learn to sit with yourself, to listen, to breathe without distraction. Silence becomes a companion, rather than something to escape. Women who find peace in later life are not those surrounded by constant noise, but those who have learned to make friendship with themselves. You realize that being alone does not mean being unloved. It means being whole. And so after 60, life becomes simpler, but only if you allow it to. The quiet glow you see in peaceful older women does not come from having everything resolved. It comes from knowing what is no longer worth worrying about. Wisdom at this stage is not loud. It is steady, gentle, and deeply rooted. It is the understanding that peace is not found in holding tighter, but in letting go and trusting life as it is. If you are in this season, ask yourself quietly, what have I stopped caring about, and how has it changed my life? These moments of release are not signs of giving up, they are signs of awakening.